great with you today, man? Where your energy at? Today is Mental Health Mondays. Today I want to sit down and actually talk to you and not talk at you. Today, Life Hack is about the mind. The mind is evolved over billions of years, and it's only software that our hardware some energy to. Just think about it. If you was your mind, and if you told your mind to stop doing something, it would stop doing it if you was your mind. But seeing how you're not your mind, it doesn't stop. You start to hate your mind. But your mind is doing what it naturally does. It functions on a non-linear premise. But you don't get that. So by you not getting it, you actually attack the mind, start calling it wild, it does this, it does that. You have no idea that's only the software. That the hard drive is your trauma, is your past thoughtisms. A present thought is, oh, where my car keys? Oh, I can find them. But when your thoughtism is, it's going back in the past and this happened, that happened. That's not present moment being. But you blame your mind for that. That's not your mind's fault. Your mind is here to think sporadically in a way it chooses to think. When you sit still and meditate, it helps you understand and see how sporadic your mind is and that you can't be your mind. You're only the observer of the mind. But now something happens, you take it personal, now you make yourself that experience, and then what you do, you blame your mind. Your mind's product is very impersonal. It doesn't have the human touch and it doesn't have warmth. The mind operates just like the heart beats. You can't control it, it just beats. But we think because the thoughts keep coming up and keep coming up, that's who we are. That's what we affiliate. It's not us. It's just like when you wake up in the morning, you have to tell your blood to flow through your veins. You have to tell your heart to beat the right way. You have to tell yourself, oh, to breathe in and breathe out. No, that happens naturally unless you're being mindful and making yourself breathe out your nose. But your heart beating and your blood coursing through your veins, you can't control that. The same way you can't control your thoughts. Meditation, for me, if you allow me to just give you my interpretation, when you sit still, when I sit still, it allows me to see, wow, look how often my mind shifts from this and shifts from that. How could I possibly try to control that? If I tell it to stop and it doesn't stop, it can't be me. So how could I possibly control something that doesn't listen to me? I want to be able to sit still and watch how often the mind shifts and disassociate. Not saying disassociate from the brain, but disassociate from the product what it's trying to produce me to be conscious about. And once I start doing that, guess what? I realize I'm not the mind. I'm the one observing what the mind is producing. It gives me a gap between the mind was based on belief system, based on old trauma, old hurt, what it should be. Sometimes it's unrealistic what we put in our mind. And then when reality shows us something that goes against what our mind said it should be, once again, we're attacking that mind. So how could I possibly be whole? How could I feel joy? How could I be complete if I'm feeling that if I can't control my mind, I'm not doing something right. I'm not spiritual. A lot of people won't tell you this, but being spiritual doesn't stop life from happening. It just changes the way you respond to how life happens. Get these unrealistic goals out your mind about being spiritual and what meditation is going to do. Meditation isn't going to stop stuff from happening and transpiring. Breathing the right way is not going to stop you from feeling no type of way. It just gives you space to respond to something and not just react to it. Stop putting these unrealistic expectations on spirituality. It's not that. It just helps you see what's going on a whole lot brighter. So if you see what's going on a whole lot brighter, sometimes it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be inconvenient. And yes, it would be painful if you are not going with the flow of life. If you got a fixed outcome in your mind that should happen and it doesn't happen, you're causing your own conflict with the way you think the world should be. No disrespect, but who are you to think that Mother Nature will bend to your whims and your wishes because you want that? That's not real. Only thing you truly can control is the way you breathe and how you respond to outside situations. Stop allowing low frequency people to feed into you and slowly feed you that fear, that low vibration energy. Because they feed you fear because they don't have a knowledge of self from the inside out. Now, if you allow other people's mind, other people's trauma, even your own mind to trick you, that's not your fault. Because who taught us how to breathe? Who taught us how to deal with letdown? Who taught us how to deal with our emotions? Who taught us how to be spiritual? Nobody. Only thing we're taught about being spiritual is something outside of ourselves is going to save us if we pray the right way, if we do the right thing, and if we control our thoughts. That's fear-based already, but your mind believes that, and now it's keep functioning the same exact way, and you wonder why you're unhappy. You wonder why you feel incomplete. You wonder why you can't keep prosperity, because you keep thinking you have to be something, you have to do something. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to be nothing. Just be you. You already had the Most High blessing when you was born, but you're trying to do something else. Be you. Let the Most High use you as an instrument to run stuff through you. Free your mind by not trying to tame it, but transcend it and go above the mind. You know how it works. Just use the mind to get to where you want to go, and don't let the mind use you. Love yourself unconditionally right where you are. Because your mind try to trick you and throw you. This weekend, I'm questioning myself, am I doing the right thing? Do I truly want to help people? Like, why? What am I truly doing? Why do I work out? Why do I do what I do? My mind still try to trap me too and try to bring me back to lower vibrations. It took me a couple of days to allow it to marinate because I allow myself to feel how I feel. I don't try to change it. I don't try to make it positive. I allow myself to express how I feel. I let it exasperate itself further as it can to go. And I release it. I'm like, whoa, like that was something else. I don't cling to it. I don't hold to a title who I am and this is supposed to be here and I should be here. No, stop shooting on yourself. Stop allowing that mind to keep trapping you. If you tell your mind not to think about this, guess what? It's thinking about something else. It's not about controlling the mind. It's about you recognizing what the mind is and transcending past that. Stop blaming the mind for what you got going on. That's still playing a victim role. You're blaming your mind for doing something that you're doing. Stop it. Stop it. Take responsibility for your actions. Stop pointing the finger out there and point it in here. Breathe into it and stop believing into what the mind is doing. The mind does what it does. It responds any kind of way it want to respond. You can't control it. Just watch it and recognize it and transcend the mind. Stop trying to tame the mind. Transcend the mind to that higher frequency and just stand over and become the observer. Become the one that experiences what's going on. Don't become the experience. Become the one experiencing what's going on so it can pass through you. It's not always going to be joyful. It's not always going to be sweet. But at least you're growing through something because you know what you're putting yourself through. You know what you're healing with. I'm not saying dealing with it when I'm turning my head. Oh, if I don't look at it, it's not there. No, that's avoidance. Healing with it is sitting, recognizing your part and say, hey, what can I do to change my outcome on this and look at it differently? You can't do it by yourself. That's what I'm here for. You're a mental wellness coach. It don't cost nothing to talk to me. I give free 30-minute sessions. You can text me at 954-300-1886 or you can email me at NamasteThug@gmail.com. NAMASTE thug@gmail.com. Concerns, comments, likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes. Let's have a conversation. Give me your feedback down low. Let me know what to think. Give me ideas. Give me some questions that you're pondering. Because it's not my right way. I'm gonna tell you how I feel and how I vibe. If you saying something that make more sense, I would definitely leave that alone. I look at situation, I say it as a hypothesis. It's only a fact until the truth comes and contradicts that. Have fun with it. Stop being so it has to be that way. Man, get in that sacred chakra. Get in that heart chakra. Let it flow. Let it feel and just be. Stop doing you and start being you. Let the Most High use you as that instrument to show the grace and the glory of the higher frequency on this earth. Breathe into it. Relax. Let it go. And just know that you are enough. You are living your divine purpose. Get the hell out the way and let your life be that loving, manifest life that you really can see, but you're ashamed and afraid of it. Get the hell out the way. The Most High is coming through to do it through you. Namaste, Thug. Remember, your wellness is your breath. Breathe it in, release it out, and be all that the Most High chose you to be. Namaste, Thug. True heart on the God. Peace.